Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are getting our hands dirty. We're going to walk through the very first step any developer has to take to start working on Bitcoin itself.
So we hear all the time about using Bitcoin, right? But what does it actually take to build on it? How does somebody go from just being a user to becoming a contributor, someone who can actually shape the code? Well, we're about to look at the absolute starting line for anyone who wants to do just that. And just to be clear, this isn't about buying or selling or trading. Nope. This is something way more fundamental. It's about getting your hands on the raw materials, the actual instructions that make Bitcoin tick, so you can understand it and maybe, just maybe, even help build it.
Think about it like this. You wouldn't try to build a house without the architectural plans, would you? Of course not. And building with Bitcoin, it's the exact same idea. You have to get access to its fundamental instructions, what we call the source code. Okay, so before we just jump in and grab the code, we need to quickly get familiar with the three main tools for the job. You know, it's like laying out your toolkit on the workbench before you get started.
First up is the blueprint itself, the Bitcoin core source code. This is it, the complete official set of instructions. Every single rule, every feature, everything that makes Bitcoin, Bitcoin, it's all defined right here in this code.
Our second tool is the command line. Now, I know it might look a little old school, but trust me, this is an incredibly powerful way to talk directly to your computer. That little $sign you see, that's just the computer waiting for you to type a command. It's a direct line, no fancy interface needed.
And finally, we have Git. So if the source code is the blueprint, you can think of Git as this super specialized librarian. It's the tool that manages the entire library of blueprints, and it's what lets us check out a perfect, up-to-the-minute copy for ourselves.
Okay, let's do this. We've got our tools laid out, we know what we want, that Bitcoin blueprint, so now it's time to take action and actually get the code. Now, you might be thinking that getting the entire source code for a global financial system would be, complicated. But honestly, the whole process kicks off with just one single powerful command. One line of text is all it's going to take.
And here it is. This one line is the magic key. It tells your computer to use that Git tool to clone, which is just a fancy word for making an identical local copy of, the official Bitcoin source code, which lives at that specific web address on GitHub.
And see how it's not just some random string of characters? It's a really clear instruction, made up of 3 parts. You're telling the computer exactly which tool to use, Git, exactly what action to take, clone, and exactly where to go find the files. Simple as that.
The second you hit enter, your command line is going to spring to life. You'll see a bunch of text like this start scrolling by. Now, don't worry, this isn't an error. This is just your computer saying, okay, I'm on it. It's counting, receiving, and organizing all the files it needs from the official source and downloading them right onto your machine.
After that whole process is finished and the text stops scrolling, something really, really incredible has just happened on your computer. Let's take a look at what that actually means.
This is it. This is the big moment. It's done. You have successfully brought the entire blueprint for Bitcoin, this massive global decentralized system, and put it right onto your own computer. You now have a complete local copy of the entire history and the very latest state of the code.
So what's the bottom line? That single command created a brand new folder or directory on your computer, and it's named Bitcoin. And inside that folder is everything. It's your own self-contained workshop, ready for you to explore the code, see how it works, or even start building something new.
So you have the workshop, but you're still kind of standing outside the door. To start exploring, you just have to tell your computer to actually step inside that new Bitcoin directory that you just created.
And it is this simple. You just type cd Bitcoin. That cd command just stands for change directory. And with that one little command, you've officially stepped inside. You are now in your new workshop. You're in the Bitcoin source code directory.
And that's it. From this point on, the real journey begins. By running just 2 simple commands, you've gone from being a user to someone who has the power to read, learn from, and potentially even contribute to Bitcoin. You now have the complete blueprint right at your fingertips. The possibilities are truly endless.